May 30th, 1991. It was a quiet, overcast morning in London. Inside Limehouse Studios, something profound was happening. Not with a big bang, not with glitter and fanfare, but with the quiet courage of a man facing his final curtain. This was the day Freddie Mercury filmed what would become his last ever appearance on camera. The video was for the hauntingly beautiful song, "These Are the Days of Our Lives," a song that, through his performance, would become his farewell, not just to music, but to life itself. Interestingly, the song was written by Queen's drummer, Roger Taylor, a man not exactly known for getting sentimental or nostalgic. But this song was different. It was reflective, full of heart and emotion. And when Freddie sang it, it transformed into something truly divine. By this point, Freddie's voice was frail, his body weakened by his silent battle with AIDS. But his spirit, his spirit was still a supernova. He was profoundly ill, yet in front of that camera, he stood as tall as he could. He smiled, he performed. Because that's who Freddie Mercury was, a performer to the very end. To conceal the true extent of his illness, the decision was made to film the video in black and white. It softened the harsh reality, focusing instead on the emotion in his eyes. On that day, it was just Freddie, Roger, and John Deacon in the studio. Brian May was in the United States on a promotional tour for their album, Innuendo. He would be filmed separately a few weeks later and digitally added into the final cut. But the real focus, the heart of that day's filming, was Freddie's face, his expressions, and the message he was conveying without saying a word. Behind the scenes, the situation was heartbreaking. Freddie had a painful lesion on the ball of his foot, making every step, every single movement, an exercise in agony. Between takes, he had to lean on a cane or rest, barely able to stand for long periods. But you would never know it from his demeanor. He refused to quit. He never once complained about the pain or spoke of his impending mortality. He just flashed that familiar smile and say, "Let's get on with it." He was there to work. He was there to create. Queen's longtime manager, Jim Beach, was so concerned about Freddie's ability to get through the shoot that he had a backup plan. He commissioned an animated version of the video, just in case Freddie couldn't appear. But Freddie was having none of it. He hated the idea. He famously said, "I will not be remembered as a cartoon. I want to be remembered as me." And so, he appeared. Not as the flamboyant, high-energy showman from Live Aid or Wembley Stadium, but as something even more powerful. A man looking his own end in the eye and still choosing to give one last, beautiful gift to the world. For this final performance, Freddie wore a special silk waistcoat. It was a gift made just for him by his friend Donald Mackenzie. Beautifully hand-painted across it were the faces of his beloved cat Stephanie, Delilah, Goliath, Oscar, and the rest of his furry family. His close friend Peter Freestone later recalled, "Freddie was over the moon, excited to wear it. It was so perfectly Freddie. Even as he faced his darkest days, he chose to surround himself with love, symbolized by the cats he adored, his music, and the presence of his bandmates." And then came the moment. The final scene of the video. The music fades, and Freddie, alone in the frame, looks directly into the camera lens. His eyes are calm, filled with a profound wisdom and an overwhelming sense of love. He offers a faint, knowing smile, raises his hand just slightly, and whispers for simple words, "I still love you." Those were his last words ever captured on film. A final, perfect goodbye, wrapped in pure love. A message that continues to echo through time. The director of the video, Rudi Dolezal, shared his perspective on that powerful moment. He said in those last few seconds, "Freddie gives us a resume of his life. I was a big superstar, but don't take it too seriously. And then, still love you," which was for the fans. Then he walks out of life. Even in his exit, Freddie created art. He didn't just live extravagantly. He departed with an unmatched elegance and grace. Roger Taylor later reflected on their dynamic, saying, "We've always been stronger together." Freddie was a tower of energy working with him. He got the best out of you. That day in the studio, nobody spoke the word goodbye. They didn't have to. Everyone knew what this was. They felt the weight of it in the air. This was the final bow. Freddie Mercury passed away just 6 months later, on November 24, 1991. But that moment, that whispered phrase, "I still love you," it became immortal. It wasn't just a farewell. It was a promise of enduring love to everyone he had touched with his music and his spirit. Freddie taught the world how to live with passion, love with everything you have, and leave a legacy of beauty. He faced the end not with fear, but with grace, turning his pain into poetry, his silence into song, and his goodbye into a timeless message of love. So now, when we listen to his voice, when we watch that final video, we aren't just seeing a man at the end of his journey. We are witnessing an artist saying, "Don't forget me, but don't cry for me. Celebrate the life. Celebrate the music." Freddie, we still love you. Always. If this story moved you, please help keep Freddie's incredible spirit alive. Share this video and let me know in the comments what those final words, "I still love you," mean to you. Thank you for watching, and if you'd like more stories like this, please consider subscribing. Legends never truly die. They just turn their goodbyes into everlasting songs.